The market dances around before the bears go for the knockout punch. Are the bulls down for the count? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so the bulls tried to break out a couple times overnight and early in the day, but they failed to break through 39.80, and it became evident they would not escape the trend line and that the bears would break through, and that's exactly what happened. The bears played with the bulls for a little bit before breaking the trend line and then going for the knockout punch. Now the question is, will the bears follow through to 34.50? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the Nasdaq. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, 2 quick updates. First, I will be out next week. I will try to get a couple videos up for you, but I can't promise you what day. And also, I have gone on to TikTok, where I do post-market analysis and put up a video each day after the market closes, telling you what we thought was going to happen in the morning, what actually happened, and what's next. So you can see the link on the screen here if you want to go check that out. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and I don't know if you ever played that old-school Nintendo game, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but it's one of my favorite games, and if you ever fought Bald Bull, he probably beat you for a while before you figured out how to beat the bull charge. So he would back up, and then he'd run at you and knock you out every time until you figured out all you had to do was punch him in the gut, and he would fall down, and you could knock him out. And that's essentially what it looks like here. The bulls charged, they got punched in the gut, and they fell down. And so because of that, because we have this long wave down, I've talked about in the last few videos, it makes it challenging to get the wave counts exactly right and understand where we're at. And so we're using Elliott Wave principles and key levels to do that, and it's working out well for us. We're short right now and doing very well on that short. We were short up here at the top. We captured this whole move, waited a couple days, got short today, and so far we're capturing this move down because of how Elliott Wave works and the principles we're using. So they have pushed down to the 618 of A and B. And that's where you would look for this wave 1 to end and get this wave 2 up. And then you would look for wave 3 down from there. So as they're pushing through this, okay, we're not seeing any bounces and they're starting to test this low. And if they continue to push down, which it looks like they may do, and break this 38.37 area, which is the bottom of the pivot, okay, then we expect them to continue that push down towards the 36.50 area in wave 3. Before we see a bounce up and then a move down to 34.50 overall. If they can hold above this 38.37 area and give us a bounce in wave 2, then that gives us the setup for wave 3 down that we would be looking for in a standard Elliott wave pattern. But again, with this straight move down, it does create challenges on exactly how we're counting this. So right now we're considering this wave 1 down still until they break through this 38.37 area. Once they do that, then we'll have to concede that we're in wave 3 and a more direct move down towards 36.50. It is possible, especially with quad witching, where weird things happen tomorrow, that we can see this bounce in wave 2. But the way the market action has been and the threat of this low kind of leads us to a cliff that I think will sell off and losing this trend line as well. So I don't favor this wave 2, but it is possible, so we need to be aware that they could bounce it up as high as 40.30 to 40.64 in a big rally Friday and Monday to take us up here in wave 2, and then we will see a bigger sell-off. But if they break this low and essentially break 38.37, then we're on a more direct route down. So that is what we're looking for tomorrow. On the S&P, we're looking for either a direct move down through this 38.37 level or a bounce before we get to that level back up towards 40.30 or so for a standard wave 2 setup. All right, over on the Nasdaq, similar setup, not quite the same, okay, a few differences. The Nasdaq has not reached its 618 extension of A and B, and it has broken the low that it made back here on September 6th. So they have poked through the low but not really broken it. Remember, you can poke down below it and then reverse and still be calling this holding support, but when you see a break of it, you'll see a strong move down to the downside and continuation from there. So they're still holding this. They do have support at 11,866 all the way down to 11,601, and their level to break is this 11,601 level. If they push through that directly, then we would look for them to continue on down to 10,741 before we see a bounce up and then a move down towards the 10,500 to 10,000 area on the Nasdaq. So the key levels on the Nasdaq are 11,866 for support, and this 11,601, if they break through those, we're headed down. If not, we could see a bounce tomorrow up to as high as 12,440 to 12,571 in wave 2, and then see the sell-off after that. So weird things do happen on quad witching, which is what tomorrow is, or today as you're watching this. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to just bury the market and go, or they do give us that bounce in a standard wave 2. But again, this drop here that we see on both charts makes it a little bit difficult to get standard wave counts and understand exactly where we're at in the count. Guys, if you love the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, become part of our trading team, and make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We have 2 incredible rooms. The first room is my Invest with Jacob room. In there, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that crushes the market. He gets you in at a very cheap price, sometimes having the market pay you, and get you big multiples on your money based on how he structures these trades. It's very unique, and you kind of have to see it, which is why we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into a small account and trades it using mini ES futures averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in here so we can make some money together. Okay, guys, key takeaways for today. Our support levels are the bottom here, 38.83, all the way down to 38.37, through 38.37, and we see a continued move down towards 36.50. If they can hold above that, we could potentially see a bounce up towards 40.30 or 40.64, but I am not holding my breath. Over on the Nasdaq, same type of setup. They have supported 11,866 down to 11,601 through that, and we see a continued selling down toward 11,741. However, if they can hold support, we would look for a bounce up as high as 12,440 to 12,571. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab yourself a drink. Get away from this crazy market. Have some fun with your family. Again, I am out all of next week, but I will talk to you in about 10 days.